Hi there, I'm Tosh with Pop Nonsense.
I'm Gregor.
And we are going to watch the It trailer.
Again,
number 2, second
in
one.
preparation.
For the one that's coming out next week.
This week?
This week?
Allegedly. Apparently. I've been... and someone was saying that they'd messaged Barbara Machete, that's director...
You're going to know a lot more about this than me, man.
Director Andres Machete, his sister, who is, screenwriter, something like that, I don't know, I'm not 100%. Messaged her and when's it out, and she replied with mid. So it's folk are taking that to be midweek. So tomorrow, hopefully, being midweek, but we shall see. But it was out. If it's been out since Friday, well, it's not been out since Friday, but San Diego Comic Con, the horror side of it, and they showed it on Friday night.
I'm surprised nothing get leaked.
Someone was saying that there was a wee bit of it from the Rock fight.
Right.
Had found its way on, but there was watermarks and it was really bad. And I think as excited as people are to see it, they want to see it right.
Aye, that was kind of like when I think it was the Suicide Squad trailer got released and got leaked. I think that was PR. Yeah. I think I was like, we'll put it out and then everybody will talk about it. Yeah. And I'll bring it back up to us. But because the trailers for that looked so much better than what the film actually was.
I've just had nothing but bad stuff about it.
It was bash.
But what about it? The original miniseries, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I never knew it was a TV series the first time I watched it.
Right. Do you just think it was
I just thought it was a long-ass film that you turned...
Me too.
Do you know what I mean?
I think in the UK we never got it as a TV series, we just saw it as...
I remember watching it and going, that's the dad for Sister Sister. See with the second part when they're all grown up?
Right.
I'm sure one of the father for the dad for Sister Sister. Do you remember Sister Sister? No. Tia and Tamara? The two folk? No? I really liked it. It never... I wouldn't say it really scared me, though.
It's a weird one. Because Tim Curry is great. Everyone loves him, and that's what Bill Skarsgård has to live up to is Tim Curry, but it's going to be a totally different one because it was so... proper old-school clown, whereas now everyone knows that clowns are wrong, and so you can just go for it. No one goes to clown school thinking, this will entertain children, or this will just get me to children.
Do you like...
Well, maybe... That's a bit harsh on the clowns, isn't it? Are all clowns evil?
Don't know. I don't know. I don't want to do the research to find out. I don't want to go and interview 100 clowns.
They scare me.
Have you seen Psychoville? Oh, man. There's a guy in it called Mr. Jelly. And there's Mr. Jelly and Mr. Jolly, and they keep getting confused all the time. But he's got a hook for a hand, and it's Mr. Jelly and his 100 hands, right? And like he does makeovers, and it's like a thing with a lipstick on it, and he's giving kids makeovers and stuff like that. Like you should watch. Psychoville was League of Gentlemen. It's Reece Shearsmith and Steve Pember.
I've seen them in other stuff, and I really like them in other stuff. I've never watched it because see that whole piggy looking thing.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, it turned my stomach.
Really?
I've never watched it because of that.
I love it. I love Psychoville and I love
I've seen them in other things and I like them in other things, so I will give it a watch.
But clowns don't really scare me. I felt the first one was really, really long, but I still liked it. I liked Tim Curry. I thought Tim Curry was magic.
That's the issue with a lot of Stephen King's things.
By the time
TV movie
Pet Sematary and Salem's Lot was the same, they done the same thing, and did they not do the same way? Did they do the same with Carrie, or was Carrie?
I think Carrie might have been for real.
That was for realsies. Pet Sematary was definitely...
Aye, there's a lot of them of that.
You can't go down that broad.
But hopefully, if this is a success, they revisit a lot of these old ones and get a Hollywood treatment.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Shall we put it on?
Go for it.
When you're a kid, I think that you'll always be protected, cared for.
We like hanging with you.
Thanks.
You shouldn't think it's too much. Hanging out with us makes you a loser too.
But when you're alone as a kid, the monsters see you as weaker. You don't even know that they're getting closer until it's too late.
Where's the poison ivy? Nowhere. Okay, well, I'm starting to get itchy. I'm pretty sure this is not...
Do you use the same bathroom as your mother?
Sometimes, yeah.
Then you probably have crabs.
That's so not funny.
It's proper how you talk to each other when you're a wee guy.
Aren't you guys coming in? It's gray water.
What the hell's gray water?
It's basically piss and shit. So I'm just telling you. You guys are splashed around in millions of gallons of dairy pee. So, are you serious?
Doesn't smell like caca to me, senor.
Have you ever heard of a staph infection?
Also,
This is so unsanitary. This is literally like swimming inside of a toilet bowl right now. You're the reason why we're in this position right now.
Guys!
Whose sneaker is it?
It's Betty Ripson's. What if she's still here?
See, that's how you do a trailer.
Exactly.
That's how you do a trailer. You show just a little bit so that you want to see more.
I think the music as well, that kind of, when it's going wrong, that kind of jarring. I was looking it up. Benjamin Fishwall, something like that. I don't know. He's worked on a lot of stuff. I was listening to some of his stuff on Spotify.
Oh, is he the guy that's making the?
He's doing the score for it,
Right.
and that was a big thing for me, finding out who was going to do that and hoping there's a big kind of release of that, because I think it'll be good. 'Cause again, with the miniseries, it was all like kind of fairground, clowny kind of music, and it worked for what that was.
Yep.
And it's got its place in that, but I'd have been gutted if they'd have went down that route with this.
Do you think you'll see any of the lines like "Hey there, Georgie, want a balloon"? Do you think you'll see any of that? Do you think you'll? Do you have Prince Albert in a can? Well, you better let him out then. Do you think you'll see any of that stuff?
I don't know.
Cause see if it was like they're really, really kind of psychotic and like really, really funny and on it, and it's like told deadpan. Do you know what I mean? Like, "Hey there, Georgie, want a balloon?" And then it's, do you know what I mean? I don't know what they'll do with it. Because they don't show you. That's why you want to see it. Because they don't show you what it is. Like every other trailer where they cram the whole fucking hour and a half into 3 minutes, and then you're like. The first film that ever done that for me was, there was a Sandra Bullock film, Premonition. Did you ever see Premonition? No. So I spent money to see this film. Money. Right? And I went and I'd seen the trailer and I didn't even want to go. And I went with people who wanted to go. That was just an hour and a half. It was just an extended trailer. Everything was the same. And I got to the end and I was like, I knew exactly what was going to fucking happen here.
It's because people are dumb.
Not to generalise.
Fuck the general public. They need things spoon-fed to them. It's honestly. We'll probably post this online. We're like, oh, here's us talking about the It trailer. And someone will post, oh, what film are you watching? Just look. Think about it. People. Aye, buzzing for it.
I'm
absolutely buzzing for it.
I can't wait, man.
And that's, for a horror film for me, it's like, I don't mind the
Horror
jumps
films
for
are-
the sake of it, but
Yep.
suspense.
Yep. That's what it's at. Horror films are shit now. I mean, I can't remember
Suspense and dread.
the last one that I watched that I've been genuinely like, that was, I mean, I'm a grown man now. I'm not expecting to be like up all night terrified, right? Like I'm not I watch Nightmare on Elm Street now and I think, why did that scare me? But like, they're obviously fake arms.
Yeah.
But like, I don't expect that, but I expect to at least have a bit going, like, do you know what I mean? There's just something, it's not about jumps in that, but like, there was a film I watched recently, I can't remember the name of it. So I don't even know why I'm talking about it. I can't remember it, but it was good. That's as much as you're going to get me about that film. It was about a guy who, he went to meet his girlfriend's folks.
Black guy.
Yep. He was in Skins. He was one of the guys in Skins. He was in Psychoville as well.
Aye, and it's pretty much just a racist town that are just enslaved. Oh, what's it called? Run, go away, leave now, get out.
But that was
Get Out?
Is it called Get Out?
Aye, that was a good film. He's a really good actor. Really
He's
enjoyed
great.
him.
He's great, man. He's been in. There was a film I was watching the other day, and he's in it. He's in Kick-Ass 2. That's Get Out. That's what it's called. He's in Kick-Ass 2.
Right.
He plays. Know how the motherfucker starts naming everybody, but like really pish innuendos. Like, have you seen it? Kick-Ass 2. Mother Russia. Because he's the guy who fights in the ring. He's sparring with, and he goes like, "My superpower is I can afford to pay people." Black Death or something. Oh, it's going to annoy me now, man. Right, hold on.
It got me because I was thinking like, oh, the parents might have a bit of an issue, and then when they went there, I was thinking, all right, well, the parents are trying too hard because they've got a white kid and she's going out with a black guy, but they're trying to be like, no, we are okay with it, but just pushing it too hard, and then wee things that happen, like, all right, maybe they're not okay with it, and then at the end you're just like, you're old bricks.
If you've not seen that film, we apologise. Did we spoil it? I don't think we did spoil it.
There's a spoiler about 2 minutes ago, so
We'll put a wee thing up. Spoiler.
Daniel what?
Daniel Kaluuya, 1989. He was younger than me. He's done quite a lot with his life. Kick-Ass 2. Black Death. It was Black Death. That's what they called him. Black Death. He was great. I loved Skins. Did you ever watch Skins?
No.
The first 2 seasons of Skins, I think, were great, and then it kind of kept revamping it. Like, so it's supposed to be like, is it 6th year at school? It's supposed to be that, and they all get mad with it, and they're moving on, and everybody's going different places and all that. And then the next 2 seasons is the 5th year's moving up into 6th year. So some of them you might have seen before and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But I genuinely think he was one of the writers. I think he wrote part of that, because he had a very small part in Skins, but I'm sure he wrote it and he helped write it. But that film was great. That was, but I don't even know. That's more. Is it more thriller than horror?
aye. Yeah, you wouldn't call it an out-and-out horror, kind of suspense, soul that keeper, but you want to feel something when you watch a film, and that's what I'm I always rant to
Anyone that will listen.
a lot about like music and stuff. And I'm like, it means so much. Like, listen to this. Or watch this. You have to watch this. And then I'll be sat watching her, and she'll be like, don't care. I'm like, no, it has to mean something to you.
I'd rather like either it totally offends me because it's that shit, or it's the best thing ever. It's the grey, beige, boring, fucking Ed Sheerans of the world.
The 15 series of Walking Dead when nothing's really happening.
Pretty much.
Just for the odd wee nugget we all that.
How did you feel about that? Ed Sheeran in Game of Thrones.
Unnecessary, to be honest. I think the guy's alright, man. He doesn't come across as a bad guy. I've no interest in his music. I think it's music for the masses. Again, people are morons. You need things spoon-fed to you, or turn on Radio 1 to have that grim show. Telling her, oh, here's me in my snazzy shirt. I was hanging about with Adele and this person last night, so I listened to this 20 times in the next day. Folk need to be told what they have to like.
I don't listen to the radio.
No, me neither. I struggled. And again, he's probably a lovely fella. I don't know the guy. I don't want to.
Folk do that. I don't like Ed Sheeran's music, right? But I don't think he's the type of guy that I'd want to punch in the street. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I don't think I want to
point there.
Yeah, I don't think I want to punch anybody in the street. I don't. Do you know what I mean? I just think for him to be Game of Thrones, it broke it for me because I'm watching Game of Thrones. The Hound was Yarp. He was that guy at Hot Fuzz, right?
And the Porridge guy.
Porridge guy.
Man, years ago, Porridge, cutting about porridge in his kilt. Oh, like that. Oh, I'm a big, tough Scotsman.
Is that what he was?
I'm sure he was a porridge guy.
The Scottish Scottish poets. That guy, is that what he was?
I'm sure. Well, I'm not sure now.
Well, my issue with the Ed Sheeran thing was I'm watching it and Ed Sheeran comes on and I'm like, that's Ed Sheeran, and all of a sudden I'm watching TV again. And then I'm looking and I'm going like, that wee guy was in This Is England.
Aye.
So the wee guy sitting on his left hand side.
Ruined Thomas Turgouse's performance for me because he sat next to Ed Sheeran.
Right, so he's in This Is England. The next scene, he was in Hot Fuzz, and then the next scene, she was in this, and it just that ruined. I was back to watching TV.
I think as well, introducing him singing his wee song in that. Why do that? Fair enough. Like folk appearing things. Have a minute. Have him trying to rape a woman. Have Ed Sheeran trying to rape someone in Game of Thrones, and then you're going to be like, holy shit, that's pretty dark for Ed Sheeran.
But he's got to think about what he said. His management will be going, Ed Sheeran raping? No!
But that's what Game of Thrones is all about, man. Some horrible things happen. And to have a wee pleasant pop singer being in the woods, being a wee pleasant singer, is give him a bit of darkness.
Who's telling you that the place where what's her face? What's the wee lassie's name again? I'm terrible with names in Game of Thrones because you can't pronounce them. If Rock or Dave, I'd be fine with that. Arya, she's going to somewhere that's horrendous. It's a horrendous place, and you've got Ed Sheeran going, worst place ever. Is it? What, Glastonbury? So that annoyed me. I hate when that happens, when it's like, right, I understand if no one had heard of Game of Thrones and Ed Sheeran's like that. I would like it if people would pay more attention to this. Therefore, I'm going to do a cameo to try and raise the whole performance, like the things that like Bill Murray does that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? What do you call her? What's the woman who always looks tired? Do you know what I mean? The actress that always looks tired. What's her name, man? She's got kind of red thingy hair. She always looks tired. Fucking. I can't remember what she's in, man. She always looks tired. Right. That's the only fucking descriptive bit I've got for her.
What was she in?
I can't remember what she's in. As soon as I hear her name, I'll remember what she's in. I'm under pressure, Gregor. Actress that always looks tired and nothing's coming up.
Is she American?
Yeah, she's American. She's got red hair, kind of wavy. I can't even believe like.
Kind of funny stuff.
No, she's serious. She's a serious actress. She's a serious actress, and the reason I'm bringing her up is she. What the fuck's her name? I'm getting so annoyed.
What was your point? Let's assume we know who she is.
It's gone. What the was my point? Oh, what she does is she does really big films with high budgets and stuff like that, then takes all the money and does all the independent stuff. Right. That was my point. What I was saying about Ed Sheeran trying to lift the Game of Thrones up to the public awareness, like that's happened. He didn't need to be in it.
For me, in this, to
change the subject,
move away from the tired woman, it's a bit like, oh shit, what's that film called?
No.
It's a boat, the Poseidon Adventure, the remake of that.
Is she in that?
No. Well, she could be. Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas was in it.
Was she?
I think she was just singing or something. I don't know. And then there's films where it's like, starring Rihanna, and like Rihanna will say something. I think as well that boxing film what do you call that singer?
Boxing film?
Anyway, there was some
Turns out-
Rita Ora. She was
Ora.
in it for like a minute. Anyway, it's like these folk that are like, oh, I'm going to be a film star now because I've had 3 pop songs. It's like, just do what you do. Let the actors act.
Yeah, you don't get in a bus and go, I'll drive. Do you know what I mean? Bus drivers, more than capable.
But is there not a whole thing about that where like, all actors want to be musicians, all musicians want to be actors?
Susan Sarandon!
Oh, hold on.
That's not working, man.
Anyway.
Should we wrap it?
Yeah,
Right.
better.
Susan Sarandon.
She does actually. That's a fish shoot.
Right, anyway, thank you very much for watching. That's what we think about the It trailer.
Nothing to do with it.
When the next one comes out, we'll talk about Power Rangers.
Aye.
Thanks, that's your bit.
Cheerio.